you're probably in the good old days and you don't even know it. So I remember this was probably 21, 22 months ago now, almost 2 years ago. I just started posting to YouTube. I think I posted 1 or 2 videos. And at the time, I was making videos on my old iPhone. It was an iPhone SE 2, the 2020 version. So it wasn't really an old phone. It was, fairly new. But it was a pretty terrible phone. And so I was making videos on this phone, and I remember on the first time I actually ever filmed for a YouTube video that I actually ended up posting, I had my phone, and I put rubber bands around my phone and attached it to like a spatula. So I sort of just like bracketed my phone to this like little wooden kitchen utensil, and I was walking around the backyard, and it was cringy. And unfortunately, I ended up deleting that video off YouTube and off my phone, so I no longer have that video. But I remember making that video, and then a few days later, I posted on a second video, a bit better. And I remember talking to my brother at the time, because we used to share a room. I remember telling him, like, oh, the first video got like 7 views, and the second one got like 30 views. And I was like, yo, I'm famous, like 35 views on like a day or something. And it was really funny. It was cool. And now I look back at that thinking, well, that was the very beginning of this journey. This was probably like, that was like the first and second YouTube video that I ever actually posted and made. And so I can look back on that time and be like, that's the good old days. And that was like the very beginning of the whole journey. But at the time I didn't really realise it. Like I wasn't like going into it thinking this is going to be the good old days. I was just some 13-year-old kid who was bored and wanted to make YouTube videos. And you never really know. Like you're never really able to sit down and think, oh, this is the good old days. And so this light's so bright in my face. I'm sorry, that light is just shining my eyes so brightly. Anyway. And so as I was saying, before I got interrupted by the light, you can never really fully understand that you're in the good old days. Even to this day, I sit to myself and think, this is the good old days. In a year, I'm going to sit down and look back at this and be like, this is cool. Right? I can sit down and watch vlogs that I made 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 months ago. I can look vlogs I posted last week. I think that was cool. You never really realise, like, how interesting the things you do are until you, like, film it and watch it back. Like, I watched a vlog of mine that I posted 2 months ago, and I didn't really think anything of it at the time. It was just, just life's boring, right? But I watched the vlog, and that's cool, that's interesting. Like, I'm glad I made that video, or else I'd never be able to see that. And so, what I want you to take away from this is to just realise that no matter what's happening, no matter what you're going through, you're gonna look back at these times eventually and be like, I'm glad that happened. I'm glad that person broke up with me. I'm glad I lost that money. I'm glad I faced that challenge. I'm glad I broke that thing. I did that, whatever it was. Whether it's good or bad, you're gonna look back at it eventually like, well, what happened. It's life. And you're gonna hopefully, if you take the chances and grow and learn from experiences, hopefully you can look back and smile at those experiences and be like, I'm glad that happened. And be grateful for it. So never get too worked up over things that are happening. Doesn't really matter what's going on. It's not going to last forever. And just know that one day you'll look back at it and go, the good old days, and laugh at yourself like, it's stupid, but it's funny. You'll look back and laugh at it eventually. So don't let things affect you too much, because eventually you'll look back and go, that's funny. Have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next one. If you're interested in joining a community of young men aged 13 to 21 chasing greatness in any area of their life, go ahead and check out the link in my channel description to my paid school community. Other than that, have an amazing day. I'm having an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.